welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole and I am the owner of this small business called Cozy Crawly Corner. There has been a lot that's happened since I last vlogged and chatted with you guys on YouTube, but thank you so much for clicking on my video and being here today. So just a small recap. We moved, so that was a huge reason as to why I wasn't vlogging or anything. I started selling at a consignment shop that's local, and I'm really excited about that and can't wait to show you more of that and that process. And I also got a sewing and embroidery machine that I have yet to set up, so I'm hoping that this week is very productive in that sense. I need to get this situated because from afar it looks organized, but now that I'm watching it on camera I'm like, that is really bad. So I need to organize my yarn, and then I'm going to switch this shelf to actually the other side of the room and put my desk with the embroidery and sewing machine on here, just because it gives more space in the room, and that's just kind of what my husband and I were talking about. But I have to finish a pattern test. It's a really short and simple pattern test that's a towel with a blueberry on it by Three Bears Naturals. And then I think I'm going to actually start market prepping. It's June, so I do know that fall is going to be really busy, so I figured might as well just start making things. And if I just make things, they just end up going to markets with me anyway, so I might as well just batch them. I also just got my Premier yarn order in, which I need to go pick up, and it's caramel, which is always out of stock, and a light blue. I don't remember the name of the light blue yarn, but I finally bought the Rue pattern by, I don't know how to say this person's username, but it's a really, really popular Winnie the Pooh and Friends crochet pattern, so I wanted to start with Rue. So I do have that yarn. I'll probably start on that this week. And I also want to make a few Disney princesses and just some simple things like ducks by Oak and Marlowe, and maybe some rattles and stuff like that. I have my first market of the year actually in August. I just decided not to do any markets this summer. Last year I tried doing markets and it just did not work in the summer. It was just a hot mess, and I barely sold anything. So I was like, might as well just focus on the fall, and it's been so nice, especially since I have my spot in the consignment shop. So the next and first market of the year will be at the end of August for me, which is 2 months away. So it's funny because August seems so far away for me because that's fall, kind of, but it's only 2 months away. And honestly, here in Southern California, it just started getting hot. It was really cloudy and not that hot yet, so it just feels like summer started. So I think that's just so odd, but I'm super excited because this is a Gilmore Girls themed market. And if you don't know, I did the same exact market last year by the same people, and it was my best market I've ever had. So I'm super excited that it's happening again, and I'm really excited to make more of the same things that I made last year, and maybe even more things that I haven't thought of that maybe I should add this year. So I'm really excited about that, and maybe I'll start on those things, but I'll probably wait on that and do a full week of themed Gilmore Girls things to market prep for. So I'm really excited. Okay, so my next princess on the list is Snow White. So I have these two colors right here. This is a big twist, so probably discontinued. And this is the Loops and Threads Michael's yarn. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the really light yellow. And then I'm also going to make a random duck just for market prepping. But I'm really excited to make Snow White. I started on Cinderella and I started on Tiana, but I'm waiting on my yarn. So in the meantime, I just have a ton of legs of princesses, which sounds really creepy, but that's just the way it goes. it's 2 days later. I finished a few projects and wanted to update you. This is the Snow White doll that I started. I'm waiting on black yarn for her hair, which is ready for pickup at Michael's right now. And this is a duck that I ended up making with neon orange and this variegated neon yarn from Big Twist. So it probably doesn't exist anymore, but I thought it was a really fun combo, and it's really fun to make ducks because you can kind of make them like whatever color you want, you know? I thought of using orange for the body, but I thought that would be weird. So I ended up changing it to this variegated yarn and then using the orange for the beak. And compared to the orange, or compared to the variegated, who knows if I'm saying that right, the orange doesn't even look that neon. This yarn is so neon, so I think that's really funny. But made this duck, Snow White, this ducky. This one's really cute. This is classic. I feel like a little girl would love this duck. That pattern test I told you guys about for blueberry tea towel, I had this leftover cotton yarn. Again, I think this is Big Twist. So I used it and I think it's really cute. There's gonna be a blueberry right here, so I still need to make that, but I really love the way this looks. So yeah, that's all I got done the past 2 days, and then I'm going to continue just kind of doing whatever my heart desires. I will finish up Snow White. I also started the limbs on Cinderella, so I'll probably work on Cinderella as well, but I do have a road trip this weekend, so I'll probably take you guys along and see what I get done then too. Trip and didn't really get to crochet as much as I wanted to on the road trip, so there was no point in like documenting it. We got stuck in like this terrible traffic and my mind was just not about like trying to figure out patterns when I was feeling dysregulated, and I still had my daughter in the back seat, so it was just like hard to concentrate. I ended up making 4 Mabel chickens and I think a Fable baby Fin Bear. That's about it, but I did finish Snow White after the trip. I don't know what it is about her head, but like, I don't know if I did a round too extra, but is it too big? It looks a little too big, but I still really like her. I feel like you can tell she's supposed to be like Snow White inspired. I decided to do the little fun braid detail that the maker has in the pattern versus making the little like classic red bow that Snow White has. I thought it was still so cute. I really like her. I don't even like Snow White that much. I just want to make all the princesses for some reason. So here is Cinderella so far. So pretty similar to Snow White, but obviously I haven't done her hair yet. And then I'm going to put this fancy sparkly tulle on the bottom of her little tutu. So I'm really excited to do that. To decide what color I should do for Cinderella's hair, I'm thinking the same yellow I used for Snow White's dress. Like, that looks good, right? But of course I lost yarn chicken again and have to order more yarn. I feel like I always have colors that I don't need, and then I never have colors that I always need. Like black, white, yellow, tan, brown are like probably my most used just because of skin colors, hair colors, and then like chickens and stuff like that. And then I always find myself running out of the same colors, and when I look at on my yarn shelf, I'm like, I have so much yarn, but then I don't have the yarn I need, and it's just like random colors. So that's kind of annoying, but oh well. I still need to organize my yarn shelf. Like I said, I was gonna flip them and set up my sewing machine. I don't think I will attempt to try to actually use it today. I think I just want to switch it over to the other side so that it looks like it's ready, you know, because I do think I'm gonna have to go through like YouTube tutorials and all that to get started on sewing, because I don't know what I'm doing and it's gonna take a while. And I know myself, I know it's gonna be frustrating, but hopefully I love it so much, and hopefully I don't get too frustrated to where I can create a new hobby for myself. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna organize that and then hopefully finish Cinderella all during this nap time. But first things first, I need coffee. Okay, I might be crazy, but I had started feet for Della the duck. this little duck. Because it had the little like yellow speckles on yarn, I thought that this yarn for the feet would be so cute, but I want to finish Cinderella first, so I undid the feet, hoping that it's enough yarn for Cinderella's hair. I really don't think it will be, but I'm crazy and I'm gonna try anyway, and then I have an excuse to go to Michael's and get more yellow yarn, so let's see if that works. Okay, this is where we're at. This is round 4. This is how much yarn I have left, and there's 10 rounds. It's not looking good, but I'm gonna keep going until I run out, and then probably go to Michael's later today.
But there's a prenup. If I leave my wife, I get nothing.
Okay, this is the current situation I have going on. So I'm gonna move this onto the desk, but it's going to move to the other side of the room. Using coffee to pretend this isn't a chaotic mess. So this needs to move to where the desk is, but it like looks so pretty, but also really messy at the same time. I just love yarn. That's why I think it looks pretty. I like this little corner, like just this part right here makes me happy, but I need to organize it and move it, so let's do it. Okay, this is where I'm gonna stop for now. My plan was to get those like 6-tiered big bamboo shelves for this area because I just like hate this thing. I got it from Markets and it's supposed to have this like long thing that will help you like hang things from. So I thought I could hang snugglers from them, but when I received it in the mail from Amazon, it didn't even work. Like it was broken. So I've hated this thing. I hate how it like extends out. So I want to get rid of it and eventually get the 6-tiered bamboo shelf, but for now this works and I don't really need to spend that money right now when I do technically have a shelf. So as far as my new sewing area, there's this piece here that I took out. Don't know what that is. So like I literally have no idea what I'm doing at all. It's gonna take me like a whole probably week to figure this out. Because I'm not like a person to figure out machines very well and stuff like that, so I definitely think it's going to be a difficult thing to first start out with, but I know that I'll have so much fun, and so far this looks cute. So I'm excited to have it by the window too, because I think like it's important to have good lighting. Crochet I can like take wherever I go. I don't have to work in one specific spot, but for sewing and embroidery, it's gonna be wherever the machine is. So that's why I wanted to switch them, and it just kind of gives more space here for the chair. So I do want to wind up a lot of the yarn skeins I have left. Like, look at all this yarn. These are just like scraps. I'm so embarrassed. But I just like don't have time. Like whenever I think about winding yarn, I think I'd rather be crocheting. Like this feels so unproductive, but I know that it'll look really good. So hopefully someday I feel motivated to do that, but right now I just don't. Also, side note, this is a Clippity Clop horse pattern by Yippee Crochet, and it's gonna have like a horse stick on it, and I need to make like the fun hair and stuff, but I'm really excited and I had to show you. This is probably like my most exciting pattern purchase of the year so far. I was really excited to do that. So now my daughter's up, so it's time to make a dinner and do all the things before I continue later tonight. Okay, it's the next day and I'm almost done with Cinderella, except the hair. Like I told you guys, I was going to go to Michael's yesterday to get some more of this light yellow. I don't know what it's called, but it's the like loops and threads new yarn. But then I found this sparkly yellow yarn that I had stashed somewhere, and you can barely tell it sparkles, but I think it'll work really well on her hair. She's not like the sparkliest princess, but I'm just like, who cares? It'll look so cute. I think it's cute. I don't know. Maybe it's too yellow. Oh shoot. Now that I look at them, I'm like thinking the light yellow might be better. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a poll on Instagram or something. But I might try this and see if I like it and go from there. I think the sparkles are really cute, especially because her tutu will be sparkly. It's like, might as well just add more sparkles. She's a princess, you know. But yeah, I thought I'd update you because now I have this yarn. Except now I'm a little torn about what to do. So, guess you'll find out by the end of this video. My yarn, I'm really proud of the progress from, like, I think it looks better. But I still have a lot of work to do. It's hard to figure out where to put all my yarn in this small space, but I'm hoping to get that 6-tiered shelf, so this will probably look different very soon. And then I have like 3 baskets of yarn right now and a clear box that I just need to like figure out what to do with. I want to get some floating shelves and maybe even a basket, maybe a laundry basket that I can put my yarn in that won't look so chaotic. So that will just have to be a work in progress, but that's okay. I wanted to show you guys what I finished this week for my market prep week. I just had like chaos brain this week. I kept picking up a new whip and then not finishing, or like getting bored of it and trying something else, but that's kind of helpful when you're trying to market prep. So I did get a lot done, at least a lot for me. I am not a fast crocheter, so yeah, but I got this pattern test done that I told you guys about by Three Bears Naturals, displayed in my daughter's play kitchen, which I love. And I have it. And I got these 2 duckies done, which are 2 very different variegated duckies, which is so funny to me, but they're cute. I love them. Dino done. And I got a big dino done. Love this dinosaur pattern. It took me forever to get the eyes the way I wanted, and I still am not convinced they're perfect, but that's okay. And this little Piggy Lovey by Jenny Loopy Doo, which is a pattern test that I just got yesterday, but I did it really quickly, and I think it's so cute. I did pattern test the big version of her pig, like probably a year ago, so I was super excited to be able to test the mini version now. That's all I got done, besides the Snow White, which I will go get. Hold on. I got Snow White done, but I already showed you guys that. Oh, I also got this little crab done. This was one of the patterns I randomly was like, I'm bored of this other stuff I'm making, so I'm just gonna make this real quick. And then Cinderella's almost done. The hair looks whack right now, but I am trying the darker yellow, but I think I am going to lose Yarn Chicken because I don't have enough to make her bun, and Cinderella needs a bun. So I think I'm actually gonna set this aside and save it for Tinkerbell. Now I have to make Tinkerbell. Oh no! So Cinderella's still bald. I did end up placing an order at Michael's to get that light yellow that I used for Snow White's dress. I think it's called Banana, and it's the new demi-pearl yarn is what I remembered. since I vlogged last. So yeah, I will go pick that up and then finish Cinderella's hair, make her a bun, and then her tutu will be all sparkly. And Tinkerbell's just gonna be really, really sparkly. This is sparkly yellow for her hair. Her dress has to be sparkly because she's Tinkerbell. And I don't have sparkly green. I did get this green recently because I want to make Tiana next. But I think Tinkerbell's green is gonna have to be more sparkly and more of like a light green. I don't know which princess to make next. Probably Tiana if I have enough caramel. And then maybe Princess Belle. She's my favorite, so I think I've been saving her for last because she needs to be perfect. But I'm super excited to make princesses. I don't even know if I'll use the same pattern or if I'll change it up, but it's been super fun making princess dolls. I think because I'm a girl mom, and my daughter's finally getting in like the pretend play stage. It's so cute to make things and then have her recognize like what they are. So I'm really excited to make princesses and stuff right now. But let me know what you guys think I should make next. Should it be something else? Should it be a villain? I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching and following along on my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.